Hello friends, let's continue with chapter 12. Now we are going to see the costing that needs to be applied in case of hotels as well as lodges. Again, as we have already seen, the concepts, there are no new concepts. Okay, it is all about computation of the room days and also computing the total cost that is incurred. And if required, you need to be calculating, or you should be calculating the tariff that needs to be collected for each guest or each room per day. Okay, so all those things is what we have to see in this case. There are no new concepts. Whatever concepts we have already learned, that have to be applied in the given situation. So here, if you talk about in case of hotels and lodges, we have already seen that. If you talk about the cost unit, what will be the cost unit? The cost unit will be, in case of accommodation, it will be per room day. Okay. Now, in case of other services, like if there is any, you may be having some taxi services provided by the hotels, or you may be having some reservation services that is given by the hotels, or there may be food, that is food and beverages, which is served by the hotels or restaurants in the hotels. All those things will have a different or a separate cost unit. But when we talk about the main activity of a hotel or a lodge, that is accommodation. And for this accommodation, the cost unit will be per room day. Okay, now straight away we will move to the question. Let's take question number 12.4. Okay, I request you to pause the video and read the question once, and then we will come back to the solution. Okay, so pause the video. Okay, so if you have completed the question, now let's read the question once again. Now, what is given here? A company runs a holiday home. For this purpose, it has hired a building at a rent of rupees 10,000 per month, along with 5% of total taking. It has 3 types of suites for its customers, that is single room, double room, and triple room. So there is a hotel. Okay, and what the hotel has done, the hotel has for running the hotel or holiday room, it has hired a building. And what is the rent for the building? It has got 2 components. The rent has got both variable component as well as the fixed component. Fixed component is 10,000 per month. Okay, whereas what is the variable component? Variable component is 5% of total taking. Now, what do you mean by total taking? The term taking we had already seen when we dealt with the costing of transportation also. Taking refers to the gross revenue that the hotel or the holiday home has earned during a particular period. Now, this holiday home, it has got 3 types of suites rooms for its customers. One is single room, double room, and triple room. Okay, now if you remember the question which we did previously, okay, we had converted, we had computed okay, I will come to the computation of suites, the equivalent room. See this question, do you remember? Okay, here in this question, what did we do? There were 3 rooms: standard, deluxe, and luxurious. And in this case, we had computed equivalent room days. Okay, in a similar manner, in the given question also, you will have to compute what? The equivalent room days. Okay, now, the following information is given. Single room, 100 numbers, occupancy will be 100%. Okay, double rooms, 50, occupancy will be 80%. Triple rooms, 30, and the occupancy will be 60%. Now, what is this occupancy percentage? Occupancy refers to, out of the given numbers, let's say 100 numbers, how much was occupied on an average throughout the period. Let's say when you say that 80% occupancy is there on an average for the rooms, if you are having 100 rooms, of that 100, 80 rooms were occupied on an average throughout the period. Okay, if you say that the occupancy was 100%, for 100 numbers of rooms, the entire 100 numbers of rooms was occupied throughout the period. Let's say if the occupancy is 50%, it means that of the total rooms, 50% was fully occupied on an average. Okay, it's all average calculations. Now, the rent of double room suites is to be fixed at 2.5 times the single room suites, and that of triple room suites as twice of the double room suites. We have already seen the similar case in the previous question. Okay, in the first lecture. Now, the other expenses for the year 2020 are as follows. What are the other expenses? We have staff salary, lighting, heating, and power, laundry charges, sundries, then room attendance wages, repairs and renovations, interior decoration, then you need a profit of 20% on the total taking. 20% on the total taking. So again, here also the profit is on the total revenue. Okay. So first, if you want to find out the revenue, what do you need? You need to get the total cost and the profit. But to compute the profit, you need the revenue. So it will be you can solve it using a simultaneous equation only. And we had done similar problem in the previous case, in the case of transportation. Okay, now they're saying that assumes 360 days in a year. You are required to calculate the rent to be charged for each type of suite. It's a pretty simple, straightforward calculation, nothing complicated. Okay, so what should be the first computation? The first computation should be to compute the equivalent number of rooms. Okay, so question number 12.4. Number of equivalent rooms for the year. Okay, see what is the period? I think the period is for the year 2020. Equivalent rooms. Okay, now what can be taken as the base? Base have to be taken as the single room suites. So if you take single room suites as the base, then both double room as well as triple rooms have to be converted into equivalent units of the single room. Okay, so nature, occupancy, then equivalent number of units. So first is single room. How many single rooms we are having? You are having 100 rooms, and in a year you have 360 days, and they say that occupancy was 100%. So you get 36,000. Okay, then next is double room. You are having 50 rooms, then 360 days, the occupancy was 80%. And the calculation will come to 50 into 360 into 80 will be 14,400. Now, triple room. How many rooms we are having? 30 rooms. 360 days. And the occupancy was given to be 60%. So 30 into 360 into 60, that will be 6,480. Now you have to convert this into equivalent number of rooms. Each single room will be equivalent to one single room. Okay, because the conversion will be 1:1. So 1:1. So this will be equivalent to 36,000 into 1. Now, whereas in case of double room, the factor is 1:2.5. One double room is equivalent to 2.5 single room. So it has to be 14,400 into 2.5. That is equal to, you will be having 14 into 2.5 will be 36,000. Now, what about the triple room? Triple room, they say that triple rooms suites are twice of double room suites. So it will be, when you see the ratio between single room and triple room, it will be 2.5 times single room is double room. That into 2, that will be the triple room. So it will be 1:5. So 6,480 into 5, that is equal to 32,400 room days. So total will be 36,000 plus 36,000 plus 32,400. It will be 104,400 room days. Okay, that will be the total equivalent single suite rooms. Okay, so now what do you have to do? Now first we have to find out total cost. Statement of total cost. For the year. For the year 2020. Okay. Now, how do you get the total cost? You have to take the given cost one by one, right? So first is staff salary. Staff salaries, it is 14,25,000. Okay. Room attendance wages. Room attendance wages is for 50,000 or 4,50,000. Next is lighting, heating, and power. Lighting, heating, and power. It is 215. Then repairs and renovation. Repairs and renovation will be 123,500. Next is laundry charges. Laundry charges 80,500. Then you have something called interior decoration 74,000 and sundries 153,000. Interior decoration 74,000. Sundries, how much? Sundries is 153,000. So when you take total, one cost we have not considered. Total cost except building rent. Why I have not taken the building rent is that building rent has got two parts. One is fixed and variable. And the variable part is depending upon the total revenue. So unless you get the total revenue, you cannot compute the this one. So here it will be total 25,21,000. With this, we have to add what? Building rent. And what is building rent? Building rent is 10,000 per month. So it will be 10,000 into 12, 1,20,000 plus 5% of total takings. Okay. Now let's say, let total taking be X. Okay. Building rent will be 10,000 into 12 plus 5% of total takings, that is X. So it is 1,20,000 into 1,20,000 plus 0.05x. Okay. So what will be the total cost? Total cost will be 25,21,000. 25,21,000 plus 1,20,000. It is 26,41,000 plus 0.05x. This is the total revenue. Now what do you have? Sorry, total cost. Now what do you have to do? You have to add the profit. Okay, so this is the cost. Now total revenue or takings, it is given to be total cost plus profit margin. And what is total cost? Total cost is 26,41,000 plus 0.05x. Now profit margin we have taken, they need a profit margin of 25% of total takings, right? Profit margin is 20% of total takings. Okay, 20% of total takings. Now, what is 20% of the total takings? It will be 0.2x. It will be 0.2x, which means total takings, let's assume it to be x, that is equal to 26,41,000 plus, okay, 0.25x. 0.25x. Now, so we have to find out the value of x. Okay, how can you find out the value of x? X minus 0.25x is equal to 26,41,000. That means 0.75x is equal to 26,41,000. Therefore, x, that is total takings, is equal to 26,41,000 divided by 0.75, and that will be, what is the total amount? It will come to, let's see, what is the amount? Yeah, 35,21,000. 35,21,000. So this is the total revenue. So total takings for the year is equal to rupees 35,21,333. Now what you have to do? You have to find out what is the rent per room. Okay, now number of equivalent room days. We have already computed that, right? How much did we compute? It is 1,04,400. 1,04,400 room days. Therefore, room revenue per room day. Room revenue per room day is 35,21,333 divided by 1,04,400, and that will give you, what is the amount? You are getting something around 33.73 per room day. See, this is for the single room. Single room. Okay. Therefore, the rent to be charged for each room. Okay. First, let's take the single room. It is equal to rupees 33.73 per room day. Whereas double room will be 2.5 of the rent of single room. So 33.73 into 2.5, and that is equal to rupees 84.33 per room day. And triple room is equal to 33.73 into 5. That is equal to 168.65 per room day. So this is the room rent to be charged. Now, that's all about this question. Now, we have to move to the next question, that is 12.5.